Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. And yeah, I know I'm a little bit late with the patch notes, but yeah, I got sick and I forgot to make a video about the patch notes, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is the current roadmap and what they delivered so far and what will come next. So with this patch 1012, they added the Beast Mastery, the new mount, the house trade and demolish system and the new weather system. And with the new weather system, there's currently a bug that the weather is client side. Yes, you heard right. The one has fog and directly beside the other person don't have fog there. This is a real problem. Starbolt, please fix it fast. The long-awaited Beast Mastery skill is now available. Tamed creatures may now be controlled in many ways previously not possible, allowing skills Beastmasters to command their creatures with a myriad of new abilities, many of which are unique to specific creatures. Sorry, yeah, I'm a little bit stupid. Take a look at the dedicated Beast Mastery section below for additional information. One additional information I can directly give you: you can now have 7 wolves. 7. So with 7 wolves, there's actually Wolfszeit. You know, because of time, wolf's time, okay, yeah. A loyal steed is essential for every seasoned adventurer. However, for those of you who wish to ride something more imposing, there is a new additional option. The Molva makes its debut in Mortal Online 2, ready to join you on your next journey across Nave. Finally, we got our big ass tanks again. And while you are trekking across the world, be sure to look up towards the sky. The new weather system arrives with this update, overhauling the look and feel of the weather across the entire continent. Yes, but then make it server-side, not client-side. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, just a few minutes ago, guildmate of mine got killed from a few Dauntless, and everywhere was fog for him, but I bet my ass that they didn't have fog there. So this is a real problem. Starbolt, fix it immediately. Broken stuff like that, if it's for one guy this and for the other guy this, is a real problem. Moving on, some quality of life features have also been added to the housing system. House owners may now demolish their houses in an easier manner, as well as transfer the ownership of their home to another player. Yeah, keep in mind, if you demolish your house, you don't get the house deed back. They didn't write it there, but you don't get the house deed back, and it's not intended that you get your house deed back. So if you demolish your house deed is gone. Last but not least, a familiar figure has been added to Tinrim, and yeah, that is the Krampus Bockus with the loot bags. Yeah, there are some good stuff in there, some very rare stuff, but the problem is you, I don't know, collect 5,000 of these and you don't get the very rare stuff. But that is normal. I mean, we had the Mortal Online 1. You collect 20,000, you maybe get the one rare item. Or not. Pets now have a new resource called Focus, so you can see your pet focus in the pet frame. Each pet has a focus threshold indicated by a white ring on the focus meter. If your pet focus is below the white ring, the pet will deal less than full damage. Once above the threshold, the pet will deal full damage. Pets gain focus by being active in combat. If the tamer looks at the pet or what the pet is attacking and stays close to it, the pet will gain focus faster. Pets that are mounted will also gain focus. The amount of focus the pet gains is also impacted by the tamer's Beast Mastery skill. Almost every creature in the game that is tamed or dominated now has 4 pet skills that the tamer needs to trigger for the pet to use them in combat. These pet skills costs focus. To trigger a pet skill, drag it to the action bar and press the button shown on the action bar slot. Pet skill has a minimum focus requirement. This is the amount of focus the pet must have built up to be able to use the pet skill. Each pet skill also have a focus cost. This is the amount of focus removed from the pet when the pet skill is triggered. Some pet skills also have a target requirement. Some require you to target the pet itself. Some require you to target the pet current target, etc. You can see these requirements, if there are requirements, in the tooltip for the pet skill. If you fail to target the required target, the pet will lose the focus cost of the pet skill but will not trigger the skill. Pet skills can be unlocked by leveling up or finding certain skills. If a pet skill is locked, you should see what you need to do to unlock it by hovering over the pet skill. Pet skills can now be unlocked by leveling up or finding certain skills. If a pet skill is locked, you should see that you need to do to unlock it by hovering the pet skill. If you correctly target the pet skill and the pet has been required focus to trigger a skill, that skill is queued on the pet. This means that the next attack the pet does will be the pet skill. Pets do not instantly trigger the pet skill. Instead, it will trigger once their current attack is finished. You can only queue one pet skill per pet. All damage done by a tamed or dominated pet is now also scaled using the beastmaster skill. Holy shit, there's a lot of description of just using drag and drop and just reading the fucking icon. Anyway, now to the stuff that they added. Krampus is visiting Tindrum, yeah, with the nice loot bags. New weather system is added, please fix that. New beast mastery system is added. We now have 7 wolves now, I highly doubt that this is balanced. Added around 100 new AI attacks. These are used in beast mastery, but normal AI can also use them. Added around 50 new buffs and debuffs. 47 new skills are added. The Molvar has been added to the game. You can now trade your buildings to another player using a button in the building settings UI. You can now toggle demolish mode for building using a button in the building settings UI. The building will constantly lose health every hour and be destroyed within a few hours. This may be cancelled by hitting the demolish button once more to stop the process. Your upkeep attached to the house will be lost when the house is destroyed. So now to the changes. You can now see buffs and debuffs that your target has on the target frame. Some buffs like magic reflect can only be seen on yourself and your pet. All pets now shown in the pet frame, not only mounts. All pet commands icons are now a combined icon with the pet portrait as the background. Removed the default behavior that made several AI attacks by reflect when the AI target had magic reflect. Added better text feedback when your pet uses a specific attack on someone. Buffs and debuffs now use a smaller icon. Improved tooltips and descriptions of AI comments that have been dragged to the hotbar. Character body shape collate is now cached in the animation state, which improves animation thread performance by roughly 30%. On humanoids, players, NPCs, Rizzers. The mount will now come to a full stop before letting the player dismount. Previously, the player could start the dismount animation while the mount was still slowing down. Players can now cancel an ongoing dismount command while the mount is still moving by pressing W to accelerate again. Veterinary skill is now a secondary skill under animal care. Veterinary timers reduced to match player managing timers. Improved weather system effects. Rebalanced pet carry weight. Pets now have different maximum carry weight and you can now see the pet carry weight and maximum weight when opening their pet bags. Mount stats has now been adjusted. Friends list maximum size increased from 100 to 200. Broker now shows the date the item was added. Oghmium pipes can now be stacked up to 10. Many creatures have been rebalanced for the addition of Beastmaster abilities. Spear wielding satyrs now also have overhead and right attacks. Then we have 3 more. Artifact pieces are now added to various loot tables. Their existing complete artifacts have been removed. Trinket Amulet Effects Beast Influence has been replaced with Alchemy due to Beast Influence being removed from the game. Trinket Amulet Effects Veterinary has been replaced with the Bow Crafting due to Veterinary being changed to a secondary skill. Oh man, that is a great patch, that is a big patch, and some stuff is very good. And here, for example, we also have the fixes, but yeah, I will not read the fixes, because that stuff should have worked in the first place. Anyway, please let me know what you think about this whole patch. Do you like it? Do you don't like it? Also, please leave a like and subscribe, would be awesome. And ring the bell, ring the bell. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor O, Lukario, Anonymous, Live Gaming, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, you, and all the others, of course. And never forget to Pokemon Online hard. Party hard, and see you all next time. Goodbye.